Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Justice continues with the last man standing match. Here are the rules of that match. A wrestler wins when he pins his opponent. After pinning his opponent cannot answer the referee's 10 count. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle!
It is time to settle what is quite honestly the most personal grudge, the most personal rivalry that we have ever dealt with in the history of TNA wrestling.
There might not be weapons out here, there might not be street signs and ladders and tables, but it is going to be just as violent. It is going to be a war. You heard AJ Styles. He said that he will make sure that he's the last man standing, that he's going to see an AJ out there tonight that Kurt's never seen before.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Earlier tonight at Hard Justice, we saw a situation where a competitor, Homicide, feeling the after effects of what went down Thursday night at Impact, potentially led to a situation, Don, where LAX ended up losing the TNA World Tag Team title. Also on that same Impact show, we saw the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle have his head split wide open. The ladder that came into play during a weapons-style gauntlet match just sliced open the head of Angle. The blood flowed like water. I had an opportunity to speak with Kurt Angle earlier today. He tells me he can see he's got it bandaged up, took in the neighborhood of 7 or 8 stitches into his head to close that wound. We'll find out if that big attack this past Thursday may hinder Kurt Angle tonight.
Well, one thing we know about Kurt Angle, he's going to be focused on the task at hand. I've never seen anything like it. The Olympic gold medalist, that was just one of the glorious things you've ever seen, and the guy never had any quit. So you respect that part of Kurt Angle. What you hate to see is where this feud has become, all because of blind rage and a blind jealousy. Kurt Angle's convinced AJ's done something he hasn't done. AJ's just at it. I've never seen this side of AJ before. He's sick of it. He's sick and tired of being everybody's whipping boy. And I mean, you could just feel a mean streak in him here tonight. He wants Kurt Angle, and he wants to end this right now.
Boy, can't you feel the tension? And just as AJ Styles makes a move toward Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist drops down to the arena floor. Appropriate time of year with the Olympics going on over in China for the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle to face the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And you could tell Kurt Angle knows it. He knows right now he's got to be wary. He knows that AJ Styles is amped up like he's never seen it. Kurt's too smart just to go out there and just start a slugfest right now. I mean, he's a wrestler, and he's going to try to beat him at wrestling, but AJ just wants to hurt him, and you know what? Kurt's just letting AJ burn him bright right now, but he's not doing anything. He's not getting his hands on him, so it's going to be frustrating to AJ Styles.
That's really the key, because every time that AJ comes towards Kurt, he's able to move out of the way, and he's getting into the mind of AJ Styles.
Well, that's just what he does. I mean, that's what makes him so great. I mean, he really, you're looking at two of maybe the best two technical wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling. They really are something. Kurt doesn't care, doesn't mind the boos from the crowd. He knows, right? Look at that, just spit on him. He's doing everything he can to goad AJ to have things go his way. And now, look at this. He planned it, so he made it into the ring first, and he was able to set up the attack on AJ. That's what makes Kurt Angle so great.
Edge, Kurt Angle early on, playing with AJ's mind. AJ chases him around the ring and then becomes vulnerable as Angle unloads. Remember, a pin or a submission doesn't necessarily win you the match. It's step number 1, because after you pin your opponent, at that point, the referee will put in a 10 count. The wrestler who does not answer the referee's 10 count is the loser of the match.
See there, they're locking up AJ Styles and Kurt Angle able to use it and snap that suplex off, and just right now doing what he wants. He's going to try to grind him down, I've talked to Kurt even about AJ, and he respects AJ's ability. You can't not respect AJ Styles' ability. He knows AJ's younger. He knows AJ is quicker. But one thing he can't do is out-wrestle Kurt Angle. Not in mat wrestling. And that's what Kurt's going to do. He's going to keep AJ grounded. He's going to keep using submission holds like this. He's going to try to wear AJ out, shorten that ring so it goes his way. And right now, that's what he's doing.
Why wouldn't you? That's actually the perfect strategy for a situation like this. Play to your strengths. Try and take away your opponents, and that's exactly what it boils down to. If Kurt Angle is able to ground AJ Styles, and if he's able to out-wrestle him, AJ turns it around, at least momentarily, got him in the corner, got that boot right across the throat of the Olympic gold medalist, and as you heard, the crowd here in New Jersey sounded like a split response in terms of the support.
Well, it's hard not to like both of these guys. They've done so much for professional wrestling. Oh, man, that German uppercut that he uses and just snaps. But look at AJ, just effortless, and how he can leap up. And he sets you up for that phenomenal drop kick. And there's nothing you can do. You just find yourself going at him. Oh, talk about clotheslining you out of the ring. It's almost like it's a fight to AJ. He wants a fight. Kurt wants to wrestle, and AJ just wants to get payback, man.
I think the key for AJ is to put together the series of moves like this one, punctuated by a flip dive over the top rope.
Some people take too long to hit those ropes and run across the ring. He does it with such good speed. 1, 2. Oh, he didn't quite get the pin, though. That's what you've got to do, though. You've got to take a decisive blow like that so you can get the pin, and then you can get the pin count. Let's look at this again.
Take another look at AJ Styles. Oh my, great move by AJ that time, flipping over, crashing on to Kurt Angle. We come back live at Hard Justice with AJ in pursuit and Angle going face first into the apron.
Well, AJ's just totally turned this thing around. Kurt was playing the mind games. AJ Styles was just so amped up, and now AJ's using that anger. He's just using that anger. He's got Kurt where he wants him, and everything he's doing, he's trying to cause severe damage.
Wow.
Ooh, you hear the sound of that kick?
It just echoed all over the arena here in Trenton, New Jersey. Stiff shot. The kick to the chest as Angle goes down, and AJ's right on it. He's just relentless, not letting up. Scoop, plants it, mid-ring slam. AJ.
I'll tell you what, he's just not doing anything that Kurt Angle had planned for him to do. And you can see Kurt, his game plan is totally going to hell in a handbasket right here as AJ Styles just hitting him with everything. Nice knee to the face. Look at Kurt trying to ward him off. I don't think that's going to work at all. That's just going to, oh, he set him off.
Sure did. Begging off and then taking AJ Styles and dumping him between the ropes, as you see. Kurt checking on his head and the cut from Thursday night.
Well, he's clearing the cobwebs too. AJ's giving him 4 or 5 good shots. Sometimes you just gotta get a little space. You gotta clear it. And looks like he's ready to go after it. He realizes he's got AJ now on his hands and knees. He better take advantage of it.
Now it's a chance for Kurt Angle to use those steel posts outside, those steel guardrails, much like AJ did earlier, using it as an offensive weapon against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Angle motioning around the ringside area to clear things out, warning the ringside fans, then takes AJ, shoots him across, and AJ just leapfrogged right over the rail and then caught Angle coming in.
That time AJ goaded him, and look at that. Oh, he comes in, but look at the strength as Kurt Angle catches him. Oh, wow!
You see Angle shook his head when he caught him in mid-move, almost like you're not going to show me up, then takes him, flings him overhead, and Styles just crashed right into the guardrail. Guys in the truck, show us that one more time.
Watch how he turns around, knows where he is, and then here it is, just suplexes him right there into that steel rail. You can see the top of that rail hit the back of AJ.
On him, pin, 2. AJ rolls the shoulder before 2. Again, keep in mind, a pin is just step number 1 in this last man standing match, because after the pin, it's the referee's 10 count that will ultimately decide it. Face first, steel steps. AJ in trouble at this point, and you can just tell that Angle loves every second of it.
And this thing is just going in waves. When it turns, and right now it's all Olympic gold medalists, and one shot wasn't good enough. He wanted another one, and that's the kind of thing you got to do. Basically, you've got to beat your opponent so bad that when you pin him, he doesn't even realize it. So that way he can't get up after 10 count. He's not even there. But look at AJ. That's something about him. He has no quit. I think he's knocked that bandage off the head of Kurt.
And then he reels off a series of shots, Don, right into the area where it was stitched up. AJ in pursuit, Angle trying to escape, but AJ's right on it. Catches him with another shot. Angle backing up, now able to turn it around with the distance in between. Catch him with the boot. Dangerous place up on the ramp. AJ blocks the suplex.
You can see him use that leg and wrap it around the knee. AJ's able to turn it and he suplexes him on his back. And again, you can see Kurt Angle bowing up on that ramp. Here we go. 1, 2, no. Nobody's yet even scored a pin. I mean, these guys are beating each other. They both might not be able to handle a 10 count at this point.
AJ first to his feet. Angle now back up as well. You can see AJ still favoring his back. Kurt trying to escape, going up the ramp. Boy, it's dangerous up there.
AJ's got to be careful. He just keeps pursuing, and we've seen Kurt lead him where he wants to lead him, taking shot after shot. AJ, though, is just one-track mind focus. 3 good shots to the head. Kurt leaning back. Oh, but again, he ducks. Oh, man!
He just suplexed him off the ramp right down to the concrete floor.
The only thing that may have saved AJ there was he was able to flip around and somehow land feet first. But look at this! Kurt does a somersault right off the top and lands on AJ. Wow!
That's a case where he's showing up AJ Styles by beating him at his own game.
That's just something you think of AJ doing, not Kurt Angle at this point. Again, can't get the 3 counts. Rudy Charles right there on the spot. But you got to give AJ credit.
Angle back on him, grabs the side headlock. Now going to take him, I'm presuming, back towards the ring area. Series of shots to the top of the head while he's pulling his opponent down the runway. AJ holding on, trying to grab a waistlock. Angle's got him. Look out right here. Face first goes AJ into the table.
Just knocked him right into the announce table. And AJ Styles on his back, and I'm looking at it. He looks dazed. I mean, Kurt just now just methodically taking over and taking advantage of this and rolls AJ into the center of the ring.
Think of what AJ Styles has gone through here in the last couple of minutes, being tossed into the guardrail, then being sent off the entrance ramp down onto the concrete floor with a suplex by the Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, what a kick to the ribs. Again, you can hear it all the way through the auditorium here. 1, 2, not enough. 1, 2, not enough.
Just relentless, isn't he? Backbreaker, quick follow, pin attempts lead to a pair of near falls, and Angle goes back to wearing down AJ Styles. And again, his game plan pretty obvious, keeping AJ grounded, not allowing AJ to go for those top rope high risk moves.
And I'll tell you what, also hitting some of the same things that we've seen AJ Styles hit so many times. That's kind of his way of getting into his mind, saying, hey, I am so multi-dimensional. And that's what both these guys are. But right now, Kurt's just trying to take that air out of AJ. Anything you can do. So maybe even kind of lull him into an unconscious state where you can get the pin, and there's no way that they can stay in the 10 count.
AJ back up to the vertical base. Needs to be up on his feet if he's going to be able to defend himself, if he's going to be able to get any kind of offensive moves in at all against Angle. But Kurt maintains that grip. He's just not letting go.
No, just holding it tight. AJ's got to be losing strength. I mean, you wonder if his vision's getting blurry. Look at that. Able to break out of it and still able to hit the kick to the side of the head. He is phenomenal, and man, you can feel that one into the ribs of Kurt Angle.
One of those desperation moves that definitely paid off for AJ Styles. He just unleashed it in a moment where Angle never saw it coming. Sets him up in the corner, reels off that chop to the chest. Gonna try and fire Angle across, and here he goes, but Kurt turns it on him. Look at the float over by Styles.
Oh!
Angle went into the corner turnbuckle, and then AJ caught it.
I mean, he just wound up and knife edge chopped the hell out of him right there. Oh, look at this, though. Right into Kurt, and you talk about releasing him. Holy cow, Mike. Oh, look at that smirk, too. He knows that was impressive.
Tremendous move by Kurt Angle. The release suplex, tossing AJ overhead. And now, all of a sudden, another concussive blow to the back of AJ Styles, and he's took several of them here in the past couple of minutes. Angle follows it up again by doing the same thing. Big body slam, follow cover, and AJ's got the shoulder up. Look, you can see the discoloration even on the back of AJ Styles from all of the blows, all of the offense that he's taken on his back.
I'll tell you something. Kurt Angle always goes back to the neck. He always goes to get those arms wrapped around that neck, squeeze as hard as he can. You can see AJ fighting for breath and the pain on his face. I mean, and look at the base that Angle's got there.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you control the neck, and the rest of the body is going to follow.
And if anybody would know about what the neck can do, that's Kurt Angle. And look at him. Look at AJ, just screaming.
Well, you're right. It was Kurt Angle who won the Olympic gold medalist in Atlanta, Georgia. Won the Olympic gold medal, rather, in Atlanta, Georgia, competing with a broken neck.
AJ right now, you wonder what's going through his mind as he's in that spot. He's losing his strength. He knows he's got to turn it around. You wonder if he'll submit here. I mean, he's losing. You can see AJ's fighting it in a situation he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to submit. But remember, even if he does submit, the match isn't over. You've got to not answer the 10 count.
Angle turns up the pressure, just at the point where it looks like AJ is going to be able to escape the vice-like grip of Kurt Angle. Kurt just turns it on and just torques that head and neck even more.
Well, AJ gets to his feet, and that's a good thing for him. It gives him a little bit, and that's how he's able to break the hold. Just shot after shot. Be relentless. Keep coming, and look at him. One after another, after another. I mean, now he's just throwing haymakers. Now the knees. I mean, he's just coming right after him.
Series of shots has Angle rattled, at least momentarily. AJ going to try and mount an offense here. Angle shot off into the ropes. Look at Angle run those ropes, and boy, both men go for the cross body block that time as they meet in mid-range.
And I'm telling you, that was absolute irresistible force, an immovable object right there in midair in the ring, and both of them, it caused them more damage. As you can see AJ holding his stomach, and now they're getting counted out by Rudy Charles.
Kurt on the verge of getting back up to his feet. Going to go over to the ring ropes for a little assist. Still favoring, you can see Kurt favoring his arm as AJ unleashes a shot with the right hand. Another big right by Styles, and that time the clothesline decked him.
Another clothesline. I mean, look at this. That's 3 in a row. Just comes right after him, and you can see Kurt now gasping for air. AJ, you can feel it turning in his favor, but oh, that may have been a big mistake. Oh, again, a nice block, though.
AJ gonna go springboard off the top. Caught him with the shoulder block that time, and that one rocked Kurt Angle.
I think he might have been going for that flying forearm, but that's what he can do. You make a decision in midair. He didn't quite get the elevation he wanted, so he just took the shoulder straight in, and now he's got him on his back.
Backbreaker applied, putting the pressure on Kurt Angle's neck and back at the same time. Kurt trying to fight it off here, but AJ's got him up on his shoulders. Kurt gonna submit.
Spins him around and puts him right on the back of his head. Here it is. Hail Did he get it?
No, 2 count only, says Rudy Charles. Boy, just amazing at this point that Kurt Angle able to fight through everything that he's gone through in this match, just when it looked like off the backbreaker that AJ was going to be able to put him away, at least get a 3 count, and then potentially the referee's 10 count in the last man standing match.
I tell you though, these guys have taken such a beating that you feel like it's close. You feel like if someone can just hit the right shot, they can end this thing here. And look at AJ now pulling Kurt Angle to his feet. Kurt, again, look, he's setting him up for the Styles Clash. Look at that. Kurt grabs those ankles, and now he's got it hold of it. Oh, just he got it wrapped in.
Ankle lock applied, and again, perfect ring positioning for Angle. AJ uses his free leg, however, to kick off. Angle comes at him again, and he just takes him up and drops him on his spine.
Nice spine buster, and just desperation at that point. You can see AJ, he can't even go forward and try to go for the pin. He's got to catch his own breath. I mean, these guys are gasping for air. Just gasping for it.
AJ out to the apron. Could be one of those opportunities here for him to go high risk. Angle's kept him grounded for much of this match. And just as soon as AJ starts to mount the ropes, Angle, burst of speed, comes at him. AJ catches him with a shot, and then Styles. Caught. Powerbomb down.
2. Oh! Now look at this. He's got him up.
He's going to try and beat him with his own move.
AJ fighting it.
Now, who better to know how to defend the Styles Clash
He
than
turns it
AJ?
into the
And now
ankle lock.
he's got Angle's submission hold applied on him.
How about that counter by AJ? And look at though now, if anybody would know what the ankle lock can do, it's Kurt Angle, but I'll tell you, the way he's got it cinched in there, I don't know what Kurt can do.
He's fighting through the pain, and at the same time, he's trying to position his body just a little bit closer to the rope.
And he pulls
as soon
him.
as he does, you're right. AJ pulls him back in the center, drops down and grapevines the leg, and maintains the ankle lock.
Oh, he is just absolutely beating Kurt Angle at his own game, and he taps out.
That is step number one in this last man standing match. And you know what? Maybe not the worst strategy to tap out so that you don't injure that ankle too severely.
Yeah, it's a good move, but another thing though, he's got to be able to stand. He's got to be able to get up as we're at the count of 3. And by injuring that ankle, he might not be able to hold his weight, and he might not be able to stand on his feet.
We're halfway home. The count
He's
must go to 10.
ankle.
We're at 6 right now. 7 count.
Oh, this is getting close. 8. Kurt Angle hears it now. I don't think he's going to get up. It's like he's going to give up. And oh, look at this. That is just pure
Guts.
will and effort.
And guts and determination as well. Elevated over. Angle trying to maintain his base in spite of having the ankle injured. AJ back in, rocks him with a right. That one on the point of the jaw. Styles springboard back. Gonna go for that reverse DDT. Instead, you're right. Cheap shot by Kurt Angle.
Wow, though, Kurt Angle, though, had to, in desperation, he had to make some kind of a move. You can see he can barely walk on the ankle. He can barely support himself. But AJ right now, he's just said stars burst in his eyes and look at this. Just gets a hold of him, and then these German suplexes where he just puts you right there on your back.
As many as he wants to give you, you try and fight off, but Angle just takes you overhead. Boy, amazing here that Angle's able to fight back after everything that he's recently gone through here and get enough power to suplex Styles over. He's got him over twice, and he's still got the grip.
Well, we've just seen amazing things from both these guys, but man, Kurt's not letting loose. He wants to give him as many as he thinks it'll take for AJ not to get back up. AJ's got to get out of this. He's got to get out of this. He's reaching for ropes, but it's not doing him any good. Wow.
Boy, that time, tossed overhead, hurt the
1,
lateral press. 2,
no.
Again, might be a case here. You hate to say it, but if AJ, if he were even to get pinned, he'd have a little bit of a respite, like Kurt did with the, well, at least 9 out of the 10 count.
Yeah, but he almost risked it too hard and waited too long. That's a chance you take, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, the match isn't over until the count of 10, so it's sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the better good.
Went up for that slam, and then AJ.
Pele! Whoa, does he? It's amazing. You never, ever see it coming. But he's got to get up and get the pin on Kurt if it's going to do any good.
A glassy-eyed Kurt Angle, who's looking up at the lights, would agree with you at this point. You never see it coming. He just got drilled right in the head.
1, 2, hold. Got the shoulder up in time. I mean, it's just one of those things because his back's to you. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You don't know how he knows where you're at, but he does, and it always does it, and the desperation move to stop things. And you can see AJ now.
Trying to regroup out here. I think trying to clear the cobwebs. At the same time, get part of a game plan going as to what kind of a move that he can inflict on Angle. Watch Angle follow up in the corner again and rock him that time with the right, and then a shot to the back.
You know, you watch Kurt, he sits there, and you think he's hurt, you think he's wounded, and he is, but he's also playing, and he waited for AJ to expose himself on the top, but AJ just keeps throwing elbows. Just keeps throwing elbows as long as they're connected.
AJ gonna go, it looks like all the way up to the top. Is Angle gonna be able to recover? Angle up, and Angle right behind him, and tosses him overhead again.
Just completely flipped him in the air. On his face, 1, 2, got it. No?
I thought he had the 3 count also. I think he
got it.
He did have the 3 count. You can see Rudy Charles now putting in the 10 count.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be dazed. I mean, Kurt threw him all the way across from that top rope. Think about how far he traveled. He's hearing it in his mind, And he knows he's got to get up, but sometimes the body just can't
We're at
respond.
7, and it's 7, and just before 8, the second that AJ gets up, Angle hits the slam. Here we go, cover.
Got
him again. Another 10 count on the way.
The Olympic slam there, you can see, and now you wonder what AJ can take. That's what you got to do, and Kurt's waiting for him. If he gets to his feet again, Kurt's going to be ready to hit it again. That's the plan. Look at AJ. He's not even moving.
There. We're at 5 on our way to 10. That's 6. We're at 7. AJ reaching for the ropes to try and help himself up. And you know that Angle's going to pounce on him. He's barely up at about 8.5 or 9, and Angle's ready for him.
Well, he's holding onto those ropes because he knows Angle's going to take him up for another Olympic slam. And look at AJ. Oh, he's got it on.
Here comes the clash.
He hits it. Now he's going to roll him over. Get the pin. Oh, look at Kurt fighting it, but there it is. 1, 2, got it.
Now the 10 count for Kurt Angle. AJ hits that Styles Clash. Angle down for the 3 count, and Rudy Charles. Let's see how close he gets to 10.
Well, these guys are just unbelievable, but what they have gone through is unreal. Now Kurt's not moving. You can see him taking those big, deep breaths. He's not getting up. It's at 8. Now he's reacting. It's at 9.
So close.
Unbelievable.
Barely up before 10. Up 9.5 that time. AJ in, shoulder block in the corner. Gonna try and position Kurt up on the top rope. Well, you can see how dazed Angle is at this point. Let's see if AJ can put him away.
Well, this is what you got to do. This is the opportunity. You've got to do it now. What's he doing? Setting him up.
Suplex attempt, fought off with the series of shots into the rib cage by Angle.
AJ just barely holding on. Look at this. Kurt's got a hold of him.
Wait a minute.
No way. What in the world?
He's going to try and suplex him?
Look at this. He just headbutted him. He did. Oh, he just DDT'd him right on his head. Right on his head.
And he dropped him right on his neck.
He sure did. Oh, my gosh. No, look at, you can see him spazzing. You can see Kurt Angle's, oh my God. Oh my, that's one of those, there's no way he's gonna get up from that. Unbelievable, Mike. From the top
You see
rope.
that landing? And now the referee putting in the 10 count here on Kurt Angle.
You see AJ also trying to get to his feet. He's going to have to at least be on his.
AJ's got to get to his feet as well here, Don.
Kurt's not moving. I'm afraid of what we just witnessed.
I am too.
Oh my God. He landed on that.
We're at 9.
Neck and head.
We're at 9. AJ's up at 9, and Kurt Angle's still down. AJ's the winner, but you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh man, and look at Kurt, he's holding the back of it. That's a good sign. He's moving his arms, which is a good sign, but with all the damage that he's had and all the things that's happened to him, oh, that was bad. It was like he tried to suplex him and he turned it into a DDT and there was a bad landing.
Boy, it sure was. And you can see Kurt trying to fight through the pain. I think we're going to need some medical attention here for Kurt Angle.
No, we got to get him out of here. You got to be careful. You got to err on the side of caution with a situation like this as AJ. He's got to feel like he's exercised some demons here. Mike, he's got to feel like he's exercised some demons.
You look back at a match like this, and you say, incredible effort from both, and you can see the concern on the face of Rudy Charles, calling for someone from the training staff here at TNA.
Oh my God, we saw it was such a bad landing. And Rudy Charles, they're coming in right now.
TNA trainers, some of the EMTs always have the ambulance station backstage here at TNA events, and you can see they're going to bring a neck brace in. They've got the stretcher in place here.
Well, they've got to do it this way. They have to do it this way. With his history, you have got to make sure he's had that neck broken not once but a couple of times. And oh my God, he's such. Again, you may not like everything he does and stands for as you see him put the brace on, but you got to respect that guy in the ring. I mean, he's just a warrior. AJ feels bad after himself.
You can see that AJ's
check on him.
from the ring area to check him. Wait a minute.
Look at him. He just, oh my God.
What is this?
AJ goes right after again.
What?
And puts him on his head again.
What the hell
is
are
he
we
doing?
saying here? And look at him right to Angle's face. I mean, we talked about how this thing was personal. But he knocked him off the stretcher and then dropped him on his head again.
AJ Styles is just snapped. I mean, we've not seen this side of him. I mean, he's such a competitor. It's always been about competition. But he saw a vulnerable Kurt Angle there. I can't believe it. AJ literally knocked him off of the stretcher and then hit him with another one.
AJ Styles interrupting the EMTs.
What?
What's going on?
What happened here?
I don't know. The lights are out here.
Look at this! Sting's got him!
Sting's got AJ. Wow! Scorpion death drop by Sting on the ramp on AJ Styles.
He was waiting behind him and just put him on the back of his head.
What's the deal?
It's just unbelievable. I mean, you know, it was like this. Look at this. You can see, I saw a silhouette. There it is. It's Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash confronting Sting, and you can see by the body language of Kevin Nash is now referees, officials checking on the condition of AJ Styles as Kurt Angle is being helped from the ring. I'm just trying to regroup here and think this through, Don. I mean, it's obvious what we saw last month at Victory Road, Sting's attack on Samoa Joe, what we just witnessed seconds ago here. It's pretty obvious that Sting is trying to send some kind of a message. He's trying to make some kind of a point, but what's the point?
We don't know what the point is he's making. All I know is these attacks are unprovoked. He's just attacking them before they've done anything to him. And this time we saw it. I was like, what AJ did was just too much. Let's show you, if we can, how all of this came about.
Yeah, let's go back and revisit everything that just went down in the last man standing match here at Hard Justice. AJ early on, you saw the drop kick, you see the high risk moves there flying. Kurt turned it around at this point when he tossed him right into that steel guardrail. Then AJ back there, you see the suplex on the ramp.
I mean, it was just a war as it just turned around. This is where Kurt Angle turned it around on him and then started beating AJ at his own game. I mean, running, doing the somersault off of the ledge up there, and then he was taking it to AJ, but it was so back and forth. You saw that flying forearm, and then the Pele. And then things kind of turned for AJ,
Sure
Mike.
did. Might have been the tide turner, and there you see that bad landing. That one's tough to watch, guys.
Here it is.
We're going to take another look at it.
Oh, my God,
You're
right? It was like it didn't go. He was going to suplex him. And
suplex DDT, I'm with you.
And it just
he got caught right up in the move, the suplex DDT.
And then I thought he was going to check on him. I thought he realized how hurt he was, and it was like...
Wasn't the case.